Sagittarius, I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to my channel. Adrian Nelson here, your psychic tarot reader with your general reading for 22 to 31 May. Now remember, this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. I would also like to apologize for those of you that are following my channel. The last video that I did for you was crap. It was horrible. I streamed it live. I looked at it afterwards. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is disgusting. So I'm really sorry for that. I didn't actually realize how bad the quality was until I checked it out afterwards. Alright, so sorry about that. So my beautiful, beautiful Sag, let's see what the universe has got for you. Remember, this reading is general. This is for Sagittarius. Those of you that are dealing with a Sagittarius, you'll be so lucky. Sagittarius on the cusp, Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising. I'm a Sagittarius rising, by the way, and I love it. Recent past, Sagittarius, all over the place, but in a very, how do I say this, chronologically ordered sort of way. So this may seem like chaos to others, but to you, mamma mia. So 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. So I can see that some of you had some real worries there, like there was so much on your mind. Some of you may have had some difficulty sleeping, or you may have been doing nothing but sleeping, you know. Or maybe that horrible thing where you can't sleep during the day, and when you're supposed to be alert at night, but when you're supposed to be alert during the day, you're like, oh, I can't concentrate, you know, I feel so droopy. I can see that for many of you now. What I do see is that for a lot of you, you were weighed down by a lot of emotions. I can see that for a lot of you beautiful Sagittarius, some of you were carrying some emotions inside of you that you may not have been aware of, or you may have just sort of overlooked, turned a blind eye, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of heaviness that I feel that a lot of you were having, and I feel that a lot of this was self-imposed heaviness, self-imposed stress, you know, worrying about things that really can't be changed. And I feel that for some of you, you just went like, you know what, screw this, and almost like throwing caution to the wind, knowing that things are going to be okay. And you know, it is my believe that Sagittarius is a very old soul, because there's something on a deeper level inside of you that just knows that everything is going to be okay. You just sort of know it, you know. And what other people might call very risky, very brave, you'll be like, no, just sort of put my mind on it, you know. But also what's really, really great is that things started to even out for you one way or the other. It might not have been instant, it might not have been overnight, you may not maybe even be 100% there yet, but it's almost like things started to even out for you, you know, things started to get on a more solid base. Maybe you got someone in your life that started to help you. It could be a romantic connection, but I don't necessarily pick it up like that, you know. So maybe this is like a relative, a close friend, you know, something like that. Some helpful resource came in here for you, and know that it came in because you released a lot of the things that you were holding on to. Because remember, when we really hold on to things, you know, and you're like, I'm not gonna let go, this is my stress, leave me and my stress alone, you know, then you really block yourself off from the solutions. But when you let go, when you almost like hand over to that higher power, then you really open yourself to the solutions. That typically is always there, all right? Let's look at your current space. I love this. I love this because I think for any other zodiac energy, you know, this would have been very overwhelming. This would have been very stressful, you know. Like an Aquarius can deal with something like that. A Gemini can deal with something like this. Even a Capricorn, but it will still give them so much stress. Whereas for you, you saw, you assessed, you made some choices, and you benefited from it. In your current space, oh my beautiful Sagittarius, Knight of Pentacles, 17, the star there, Aquarius energy, and the 2 of Cups. So I feel that for many of you, and I love this, and you're encouraged to do this so much, beautiful Sagittarius, focus on the things that you can do. Focus on the things that is within your reach, within your grasp, that you understand to be within your reach, you understand to be within your grasp. Work, play, whatever. Focus on what you can do, on what is available for you. And as you do, you are so beautifully aligning yourself with all the goodies of the universe. And such good news. Very, very, very good news for you. Very good news for you. All right? For those of you that were looking for love, that were open to love, that were feeling a bit lonely, that were feeling like, oh, maybe you're already in a connection, but it feels very distant. I feel that Source is stepping in here for you. Things are beginning to work out for your favors. There's miraculous breakthroughs that are happening here for you. Beautiful alignment that's happening here for you, Sagittarius. That resonates with you, you place your hand on your heart, you claim that for yourself, take a nice deep breath and say, universe, I'm on board with that. There is wonderful, wonderful things that are available here for you in love, in careers. Some of you might be getting into a relationship, or I feel that in a connection you might be opening yourself to, or you might have sort of been having something going on with someone there, but maybe they're from a somehow a different background than yours, racial, traditional, country, whatever. And I feel that it's almost like you're opening up about it, you're letting people know about it. So some of you might have been sneaky and have been having little secret relationships, but I feel that you needed that. And that was really putting a lot of strain on many of you as well. But some of you then realized, this is what you want. And then you started to work on that, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's see what is the energy going forward. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and Ace of Swords. So there's wonderful opportunities for you going forward, Sagittarius, for you to be building something beautiful here. And possibly with others as well, not just within yourself. Beautiful teamwork here, especially if you've been feeling lonely, isolated, those sort of things. There's beautiful opportunities here to be doing things with others, almost like in a community type of vibe where everybody benefits. Yes, there will be some problems. There will be some challenges. There might be, and I want you to know about this, there might unexpectedly, now I don't want you to fret about it, but there might be the experience where somebody steps forward and unexpectedly sort of become like a little bit jealous and things of you. Know that it's their own demons inside of them. So for some of you, there might be a space going forward where you might need to release someone. Let's clarify. Let's see what we've got. Let's first start there with the recent past. So looking at the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Wands, let's see what we get for you. So we got the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So very mind energy there in that recent past. So I can see that for many of you, you dealt with a lot of emotions, but you had to deal with it in almost like a very logical sort of way. It's like you had to say to yourself, like, hey, you gotta get things together here. And then you're like, okay, maybe I've been a little bit rough there on myself. Let me, sort of just straighten myself out a little bit there. But I can see that it was going quite wildly there for you. I feel that for some of you, you might have felt that maybe if you just took one or two steps that everything will be resolved, everything's going to be fine, everything's going to be hunky-dory. And then maybe it wasn't. And I feel that for some of you, and this is something that can happen for you, Sagittarius, that you may have tried to take the quick solution and then realize, that might be causing more problems for me, But I can also see that you got it. In your current space, just quickly we're clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and the Two of Cups. And for that, we've got the Moon, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So some of you tried the quick approach, and then you realize, well, maybe I got to give it some time. Maybe I got to give myself a bit of a breather, And so for some of you, as we said, we're dealing with a lot of emotions, but sort of in a very logical sort of way. Some of you, it feels almost like you were cold towards yourself, but calculated, almost like you're dealing with someone else. You just wanted them off your back type of thing. Sorry. But you're in a space, for some of you, that you're in a space where you have to face some things. There are some past things that are coming up. Some of you may be feeling a little bit despondent at the moment because of these past things that are coming up. But know that they are coming up for you to heal, and know that you've got what it takes. All right? Some of you are feeling that you don't have what it takes. You've got what it takes. All right? You want to know that. Let's look at this energy going forward then. This Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. because we got a little bit stuck there. So the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups. So Sagittarius, as you go forward, as you forgive yourself, so there's a lot of, I can see that for many of you, you are really in a space of letting go of the past, forgiving yourself. Some of you were holding on to things that it kind of feels like you knew you were holding on to it, but you were maybe justifying, this is what a good person does. This is what what one with respect and integrity does. But for some of you, you were holding on to something that was better to let go of, maybe looking through photo albums and very much reminiscing in the past, wishing things were a certain way. And I don't want to sound hard with you, but there are certain things in the past here that you need to let go of. And it doesn't mean that you write things or people or memories or experiences off. It just means that you keep it as part of your life, but as a positive as opposed to a negative. That takes you to that next strength. All right? There's a lot of release. I can see that for some of you, it's almost like you are carrying anger towards someone or a situation or something, in the past with you, and it's time to really let it go, Sagittarius, because it's holding you back. It's really blocking you, and you're in the space of flowing into new things. Don't let the past hold you back, okay? And it might not sound like that is good news, but it's still, I feel, very good news for you, because you're in that space where you can be completely free from the past, so that the beautiful, wonderful things that's available for you in the present can really flow into your life. All right, let's end up with a message from the universe. Let's end off and see what we got, Sagittarius. Like to hear from you in the comments, so leave me a comment. If it resonates with you, like the channel. It helps the channel to grow. Subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. Let's see what we've got for your message from the universe. You've got two pages and you've got the Two of Swords. You've got the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So it's all fine to have new ideas. It's all fine to be open to new ideas, my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius. Who did I also get that for? I think it was for Taurus. But be mindful, I can't remember now, was it Leo? Might have been Aquarius. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But I see good ideas coming about here for you. But remember, just because you get a good idea, and I feel many of those ideas being divinely inspired, just because you don't see how they'll come to fruition doesn't mean that they won't come to pass. It just means that you don't know how it will come to pass. But when you get a bright idea, instead of kind of getting down by it, maybe excited and then getting down, Sagittarius, see it as an invitation from the universe for what is possible. You may not know how it's going to become possible, but just because you don't know how it's going to happen doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. All right. And say, universe, I see this. I see the invitation. I'm open to that. Show me your magic. All right. So that's what I got for you. I hope that it helps. If any of you want to have a personal reading with me, Sagittarius, the details for that is down below in the description. I just want to let you know that I'm only going to do personal readings for about another month still. So if any of you want to have a reading with me, this is the time to really book it, because my schedule is quite full already. If any of you would like to learn how to read the tarot, there's a link for my step-by-step tarot reading course in the description. There's also a link for my free oracle card reading course. I'll see you next time. Bye.